Yo, 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 it's your boy Zinz. We back up in here with some Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. Now, I started playing this game last year, but I put it down for whatever reason. I got distracted. I had uploaded like 6 episodes. I want to beat this game before Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes come out, because that's a game I kind of forgot about. Right? I just forgot about it. It might come out this year. I don't know. But I've been playing way too much Strangers in Paradise. I put like 300 and some plus hours into it straight back to back, just live streaming the crap out of that game. So I decided to take a little break and switch it up. I decided I'm gonna come back to this game. I'm gonna start it over. I'm gonna record episodes and I'm gonna play it in my downtime, because I wanted to beat it. I really was digging the game, and it's just another game that I'm looking forward to that's coming out. Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's check our options real quick. Music, sound effects. You let me know what the volume is sounding like for the game. If it's too loud, you know. If the game is too loud, you know, that type of stuff. Just let me know, you know what I'm saying? Such a pretty game too. I've been walking for a while now. Her name is CJ. I've heard that CJ stands for Crowned Jewel, is like her full name, but CJ is what she go by. A young girl descended from generations of scavengers. She's come to a new Nevea to complete her family's rite of passage. Rune burrows discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams awaits you in New Nevea. All adventurers welcome. Based on what I heard at the inn yesterday, it shouldn't be too far now. Unless I'm lost. Ah, stop. And like, I'm pretty sure like this character CJ and this lizard dude are gonna be in a 100 Heroes game, so they're gonna be characters in that game as well. So this is like a prequel to that game, right? Something like that. You help me out, will you? What we got here? Thieves? Bandits. They're all over the place lately. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight, though. What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm a regular everyday trader. You often go around judging folks on how they look? Wow, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we? Clear out, little girl. You don't even have the decency to deny it. I can't just watch man's property get stolen, can I? Goes against my principles. Well, come on then, cowards. I'll take you all for all you're worth. Defeat bandits. Pretty basic, you know, square to attack, jump, blah blah blah. CG is unique skill. Okay, yeah, she got like a dash, yeah. Retreat. Not bad at all. Better than I expected from a youngin'. Hogan's the name. You really saved my skin. I owe you one. Hogan. Never want to miss a trend. Hogan was quick to notice the sudden influx in adventures in New Nevea, and even quicker to set up a shop at the town authorized trading post. The town's authorized trading post. CJ, honorable scavenger, at your service. Honorable scavenger? How's that work? Well, scavenging is just treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieves is whether your mark is living or dead. Thieves think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyway. So scavenger suits you better, huh? Your journey into New Nevea for treasure, then, I take it. Sure am. What about you? Just left. Picked up some trinkets and came out here to sell them off. What about lenses? Do they have any lenses? Yup, plenty of them, too. I even heard some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in the barrows. Yes! I gotta get down there now. That humongous lens is as good as mine. Which way to the town? Now, what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't take you there myself? Least I can do after all. Back again already, Hogan? Wait, where's your escort? Bolted at the first sign of bandits. Pay good money for them, too. Bandits again? Yeah, tougher bunch than last time. Someone's ought to do something soon. Look, we're just here to guard the checkpoint, alright? If you got a complaint, take it up with the acting mayor. Yeah. And who's this little lady? Her name's CJ. She's what is it? What was it? Honorable scavenger, here to accept the acting mayor's generous invitation. And she's more reliable than you layabouts, that's for sure. Another reckless adventurer willing to risk their lives, and a child at that. I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of the clan who's got their head screwed on. Reckless fools, every one of them. Fair enough. Acting mayor certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed. I think this parrot dude's also supposed to be a character in this other game. Back so soon? I'm quite sure I watched you just leave a little while ago. You won't believe what happened, Squash. My word. Well, at least you're unscathed. Thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it? Squash, authorized appraiser, a pleasure to meet you. Squash, a connoisseur of all that shimmers, the promising of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Nevea to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. So I think like every person you see that has one of these intros like this is gonna be in the Hunter Heroes game. At least that's my impressions of it. And like I said, this is a re-recording because I put the game down and I want to finish it, so we're back here again. Authorized appraiser? Indeed, it's my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the burrows. What for? Why? To determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the burrows are subject to an explorer tax of 30%. 30%? You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want into the rune burrows, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the actor mayor. And that license don't come cheap. Ain't that right, Squash? I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapacious, if you ask me. I think that's how you say that word. I don't know. Yep, rapacious is the word. Whites. Well, what's to stop me from sneaking out there to the side of the ruin anyway? To the other side of the ruin anyway. Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying to hightail it out of here with a bag full of loot, well, you won't get very far. Mayor hires an unsavory from the east reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur, so I've heard at least. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. How about we go see the mayor for ourselves, eh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with after all. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Right this way. The town is just ahead. Well then, perhaps the next time we meet you'll have your hands full of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of the gold rush. Welcome to New Nevea. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh? Is this an earthquake? Ah, I can't stand earthquakes. You're fine. Wasn't even that big. Right. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Best be on your toes. Of course, it's thanks to the earthquakes that we even found them burrows. Real big one, about 3 months ago. That's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. I got a store to run after all, or I will eventually. Figured I'd make a buck or two setting up a trading post for the venturers to trade their wares. Mosey on once I've opened up. Wait, where can I find the mayor you were talking about? Town office in the plaza, I suppose. Where else? Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Now then, time to track down this money-grabbing mayor. Okay. Main menu. From the main menu, you can check the current quest progress as well as your stats and items. A mini-map showing your current location is also displayed on the screen. Bustling plaza is a beating heart of New Nevea, with its town folks passing through it day and night. The town's office sites at the center, where the bulletin board can also be found, where CJ feels like helping the residents. Lots of side quests in this game, but as of right now, there is no side quest as far as I know. Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find the rapacious acting mayor I've heard so much about? Rapacious? How rude. Oh, lighten up. Wait, it's not you, is it? I'm Isha, the acting mayor of this town, and yes, I should very much like to know who considers me rapacious, though. Isha had been taken over as acting mayor after her father went missing. Isha is responsible for the decision to open the quarry to the adventurers, and for taxing them for the privilege. Well, that's Hogan and Squash. Them again. Perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Sorry, guys. Oh, rapacious might have been a bit much. From what I heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you anyway? 16. What of it? Same as me. I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. An adventurer, I presume? Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. Well, we welcome all sorts here. CJ, initials perhaps. Prefer you keep your real name a secret, is that it? Enough about me. License, that's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license costs 1,000 baka, not a penny less. Dang, 1,000 baka? Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I got that on me? I'm 16. Give me the children's fee, like the horse's carriage in the city. Do you think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. Wow. You know your horse and carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not, we offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card, collect enough stamps, and I'll issue you an explorer's license. Stamp card? The residents of New Nevea post odd jobs on a bulletin board frequently. Complete a task at the residence will stamp your card for you. So I have to help out around town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and on short supply. Piece of cake, don't go anywhere, cause I'll be back for my license before you know it. Collecting stamps, and this is the way of helping the townsfolk with whatever they need. Ooh, excuse me here. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license, no adventurer in New Nevea can be without their stamp card. Main quest 1, first job. Nothing on the board. So there are some quests. Like, I remember, like, some of the game. There's a lot of, like, side quests and stuff. So you, like, do little jobs and you gotta get your stamps and things unlock and progress. Okay. Hello. Don't suppose you know anyone who needs any help around here. I sure do. Hey, really? Who? Me. Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if you're not gonna get my card stamped, I'll have to decline. Huh, stamp? Like this one? Like the ones the Mayor Isha gave everyone? I've got one, look. Wow, even you kids have them? With the stamps, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. So, use them and abuse them. That's what the Mayor Isha says. Patience might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Yum Yum, your little sister? Brother? Yum, my cat. She white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat? So much for treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by the earthquake earlier and jumped out the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go out by herself. Wanders outside the walls, she could get eaten by a monster. Oh, please find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is my most treasured friend. Treasured, you say? Well, if that's one thing I'm good at is finding treasure. I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Oh, thank you. I'll be right here, okay? Okay, so our first quest is to go find a cat. Talk to this person. An outlander. Save your breath. This used to be a quiet little village till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance. The lot of you. What is that and what is Isha last thinking? No respect for tradition. Whoa, never seen an adventurer like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it on to yourself, yeah? That old bag might not see the benefit of letting you adventurers in, but I do. Mining is all we got after all, especially now that they sealed off the barrows. What use would Mining Town be without a mine, honestly? Isha might be a bit daft at times, but she's right about this. What do you mean, greedy? Certainly, but daft? I didn't mean nothing by it. She's just different from us, from the rest of us. You haven't seen a fluffy white cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? I have. Prize cat, right? Yum Yum. Really? Where'd it go? I pulled its tail and it ran off into the woods. How would you pull the cat's tail? Because I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends. Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you anyway. Charming. She's so small, she should be gobbled up by monsters for sure. There are monsters all over the place since the mining started. There will be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promised Pride I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate the info, kid. Could have done it without the attitude, though. You can now go to the town outskirts, the Great Forest. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. Along the Great Forest, a large, lush forest located outside of the border of New Neveo. While the area is rich with food, wood, and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it quite a dangerous place to be. Vanished adventurer. A cat? No idea. Sorry. You can drop a save. You know what I'm saying? So we got an auto save. We'll go ahead and save it at number 1. Keep it together here. We're like 20 minutes in. I try to keep these videos like, 30, 40 minutes. As long as it takes. Alright? Rebel up! The cat. Small white, fluffy, cute. Yep, you must be the one. You must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum Yum. Psst, 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 psst. Who's a good kitty, eh? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Gotcha. Meow. What's a little angel like you doing in a place like this, eh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? I'm back, and look who I found. Meow. Yum Yum. I was so worried about you, dummy. Cut her some slack. Yeah, she had a bit of a scare and ran off into the woods, that's all. A scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, okay? Meow. Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Thank you. And done. One stamp down. Plenty more to go. Say, Pry, you don't happen to know anyone who else might need some help, do you? Sure do. Really? Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up in that big earthquake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, but he never has enough wood. Do you think you can help him, CJ? Of course. Leave it to me. Gotta fill up the stamp card so I can get my explorer's license, you see? Can't expect it to stamp itself, can I? You're the best, CJ. So where's your dad anyway? We live just over there in the residential district. Got it. Bye for now, Prior. Bye-bye. Got our first stamp. Got some XP. As your party accumulates experience points, their level and stats will grow. Experience is gained by completing quests and defeating enemies inside dungeons. Achievement unlocked. Plenty more to go. Ooh. Repair my broken house. You can now go to the plaza to the residential. From the plaza to the residential district. Lifelong residents of New Nevea have their homes in this part of the town. Acting Mayor Isha also calls this place home. Go to the interior first. Yeah. Okay, there's nobody here. Excuse me, don't suppose you're Pry's dad, are you? I am, and who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Yep, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. Ganesh. How exactly do you know my Pry then? We met in the plaza. I helped her track down Yum Yum. Is that so? Very kind of you. So what brings you here to me? Price said you've been having some trouble rebuilding your home after that big earthquake, after that big quake. Thought I'd come by and lend a hand. I see. I suppose you're collecting stamps then. Yep. Only got one for now, so if there's anything you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose I do have a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting Mayor got the right idea as far as your adventurers go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? Right. So what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for my repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out to the great forest outside of town. That's all? No problem. I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. Everyone here is too scared to venture down and see for themselves. I had no idea the room bearers had caused so much trouble. Oh, you'll be needing an axe then, unless you plan on talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this old one. Thanks, I'll be back in a bit. Take care. Got the level 1 axe. With this item you can cut down trees in the forest and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you will increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Got healing potion level 1. Consumable items like potions and bombs are kept in your stow pack. If your stow pack is full of items, will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stow pack before venturing out. Back to the great forest. I gotta put potions in my stow pack, learn from my mistakes. Kid, stock up before you head out. Enemies and resources. Once an enemy has been slain and resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. If you can't find the resources you need, head back to your base and try again after a good rest. A bag designed to store resources gathered in dungeons. Once you return to the city, its contents will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your bag is full, you will be unable to gather any more. Remember though, you can always throw away resources you don't need. There's a lot of resource gathering in this game. Need them to upgrade your tools, to gather different resources, upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. So flying enemies will be found in dungeons. Jumping attacks are the best way to handle the airborne enemies. I just got some lumber. I should really just get what I need and head back. So as it said, once you gather stuff up, you can't get more of it until you actually leave the dungeon. But since we're still in kind of the starting of the game, it's just really introducing us to some of the mechanics of the game. Man, and it tells you what you picked up. I think there is a fast travel in this game, and we probably should use it as much as possible. I'm back. Got what you need, I reckon. Wonderfully. Finally, I can finish fixing my house. You have my thanks. This house has been in the family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. Don't know what I'd do if we were to lose it. My ancestors are probably rolling in their graves. You really helped me out. You know, here, let me stamp that card for you. Thanks, CJ. You're welcome. Priya, Yum Yum is behaving herself, I trust. No. You're a good one. You are. You know, if all the adventurers were like you, even my old man might come around. You got anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. Guess I'll just go look for the inn. You won't find anything like an inn around here, I'm afraid. What? But then, where do all the adventurers stay? They pitch tents down by the Outlander Lane. Tents? Of course, I doubt there's any space for another one down there now. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets, didn't expect that. If it's all the same to you, we have a little house you could borrow. That don't look like a little house. It's kind of big, right? It's the last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but it beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Well, I don't really have any money. You saw that Priya and me have roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer the same in kind. No need for money. Really? Here, take the key. It's just down that hill. Have a look when you have time. Thank you. So he gave me a crib. And a stamp. I got a stamp and a crib. And some XP. All the lodgings then. Think they'll do? Of course, but it is really okay for me to stay here for free? As I said as much, didn't I? A man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Father, surprise grandfather. I'm happy to help, but with what? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? You might have noticed the fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza, and that used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. Tried telling my father that we just don't have the materials to fix it, but do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help? I need stamps. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Also, a word of advice. My father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I appreciate it if you just ignore him. No worries. I'm well used to dealing with old folks. Thank you. His name is Shiva. Or Shiva. I'm assuming that's Shiva to me. If you head to the plaza now, you'll probably find him. DJ's home, away from home, a base for her adventuring. Resting here for the night will recover all your strength. You can save your progress at CJ's base or at any signpost. If you are defeated in battle, you will resume the game from your last save. Autosave data will be updated automatically. Oh, we can end the day. Let's end the day, because I don't think I've ever stayed at this house. One more time. As if we hadn't had it bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? And if I am, what is it to a money-hungry outlander, I heard you could use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory. Me? A hand? Oh, I see. You think you can line your pockets by taking advantage of an old elderly gentleman. Is that it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you. Whoa, 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 that's not it at all. Prize Dad asked me to help you out. That useless old sod been flapping his gums to Outlanders now, has he? Stay out of this, Outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. But this is important, isn't it? Of course it is. My ancestors built this when they first arrived at Old Nevea 150 years ago. A more precious treasure this town has never known. Of course it's bloody important. Old Nevea? I thought this place was called New Nevea. Old Nevea is the town our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was, barely worth being called a town, so the story goes. They built it up anew and called it New Nevea. Clock Tower is a treasure testament to their vision for the New Nevea. Pains me to see it in this state. Can't have that now, can we? Lucky for you, I know a thing or two about taking care of treasures. You can keep your coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. Stamp? Those things Doska's girl sent around? It's risky work. Better a no-good venture to take it on than any of us. Fine, get to it. You need to go to the Great Tree of Bro and the Great Tree Bro from the biggest tree. Oh, you need a tree bro from a tree bro. I don't know, tree bro. Oh, from the biggest tree in the greatest forest. Off you go then. How am I supposed to know which is the biggest? Give me a hint or something. Well, it'd be the furthest in, won't it? It's huge. Even you couldn't miss it. Furthest in, huh? Okay, I'll be back. Yeah, getting them levels, getting that XP. Make sure I get my mat stock. Get it. Signposts can be found at key points inside dungeons to give you information about where you currently are. Signposts you can fast travel to any previously visited area within the dungeon, and you can also save your game. I think we're about to get to our first boss, I think. Looking at something? You an adventurer too? Here for the treasure? Sure, why not? What's that then? Looks important. That's just a rock. Doesn't look like any ordinary rock though. Wait, you haven't seen a big huge tree in your travels, have you? Ah. Guess it's further in. Thanks anyway. Hold it, princess. Huh? What? Forest is crawling with monsters today. You go any deeper in, you might not come back out. Monsters? What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Ain't taking it, boy. Found some sugar. Ooh, got some crits on them. Found some herbs. Lumber. And a bird egg. Healing potion. Nuts. Go ahead and complete this quest up and wrap this up. Yup, this must be the one, alright. Which branch looks the best, huh? What the? A menacing boss battles. A menacing boss lies in wait deep inside each dungeon. Once they have been discovered, defeating them is your only means of escape. Watch closely and attack when the enemy reveals its weak point to deal major damage. Some stronger enemies, such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you have broken through the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Pay close attention to the enemy's shield gauge as well as their health gauge. Stow pack. Your stow pack can be used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs, which you'll need as you venture through the dungeons. If you find yourself in trouble against a strong enemy, check your stow pack and see what you got. Thought you could hit that. Yeah, I could have swore you can smack that back or something. Maybe it's not with this character though. Almost died. Retreat roll, receive. Achievement unlocked. Something something. Rune fragments, available material necessary for the development of rune lenses. Some resources can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Valuables. Some items are more valuable than others. When you find a valuable on your travel, you won't be able to throw it away, but it won't take up space in your resource bag. Fast travel. Got a bunch of items. See? Up to the plaza real quick. I'm back. Let me see. Yes, this'll do. No doubt about it. The Great Tree Road. You could have warned me, about the big scary monster that attacked me as soon as it saw me. Excuse me? The tree fiend. Would have been nice to know in advance, that's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off of me. Tree fiend? Impossible. The sorcerer. I warned them. I warned all of them. You alright, old man? Got a moment? Not interrupting something, are we? Shiva, could you spare a few minutes? Rapacious, the rather brilliant acting mayor. What was that? Nothing at all. Excuse me. So this is Gokto of Outlander Lane. I believe you've already met. Allow me to formally introduce you all the same. Gokto, the smell of gold and promise of fortune drew this sagacious Gokto to New Nevea, where he quickly became a representative for the merchants and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see, and what brings you both here? I've got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you, and I don't see eye to eye on the boroughs. Still, I expect you to abide by my decisions as such. I must ask that you and the other objectors stop causing trouble in Outlander Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way towards building trust between us and the Outlanders. Trust? You don't even know the meaning of the word. If you'd had an ounce of sense in your head, you'd chase every last venture out of here before it's too late. Let's all try to stay calm, shall we? What exactly are you talking about? Too late for what? The evil sorcerer's curse. He's in the burrows, I tell you. He's who suffered the wrath of the gods themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my words, break that seal and it won't be just fiends you'll be up against. It'll be much, much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure. You can't put so much stock in those old fables, Shiva. Fables, eh? So I suppose that expedition that went into the were fabled to death, were they? You want our children to go through that too? This town is on the verge of collapse. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to New Nevea's continued existence. Exactly, and what of your precious clock tower? Surely you can use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Me? Huh, me? Oh, well, yeah, that was the plan, sure. See? Honestly, Shiva, you embarrass yourself. I've got countless young folks who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it will have on your family's reputation. Fine. Please yourselves. Pay no mind to a stubborn old men like me. Wait, my stamp. Oh, give me the card. Alright, so we got our third stamp. Coo. Not gonna speak with Isha yet. I'm gonna go to the forest. And I'm gonna save it. Alright. Okay, so that's the first episode of Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you in the next one. We're gonna be O-U-T out. Deuces.